Hi, hockey fans. I'm Dirk Hembroff, radio play-by-play voice of the Huskies. Welcome to the Michigan Tech Hockey Game Day Preview. The Huskies are off to Lake State to play the Lakers on Friday and Saturday in their final WCHA games of 2015. Tech is determined to rebound after a pair of disappointing losses last weekend at home against Anchorage, and the team is excited to get right back to work with key league points at stake.
You know, we're winning games and playing pretty well, but I don't think we've been playing to the expectation of what we're capable of doing in the locker room. So I think it could be a huge wake-up call for us to say, you know, we got to play a little bit better. The teams that you know are around us, you know, either tied or lost, that you know kind of made up a little bit of ground, so we're still kind of in the mix there. But you know, Mankato still has 2 games in hand on us moving forward, so we got to make sure we take care of business when we play these teams like Anchorage and moving into this next week in our last series before Christmas against Lake Superior. That you know we can't mess up and give away any more points. That we got to keep. If we want to stay in the top echelon of the league, we have to win all the games moving forward.
Life on the road has been positive for the Huskies this season. In 9 games, Tech is 6-2-1 and is currently riding a 7-game unbeaten streak. The success away from home is due in large part to Tech simplifying its game and being much more difficult to play against.
I think in any league, I think that when you get back home, you think you got to play for your fans. You kind of change your game up a little bit, so you get a little more fancy and you get a little more creative on scoring opportunities. And sometimes that's not the case. Where you're on the road, you're just playing for the guys on the locker room and maybe there are a couple fans that make the trip down to watch you. But you simplify your game on the road. You know, you get pucks in, get pucks out, and put pucks in the net. Whereas usually in the home games, you think you're obligated to put a good show on for your hometown fans and make things a little more special. But realistically, you shouldn't have to do that. But that's human nature, and that's what happens all the time.
Listen live on Mix 93 and Pasty.net this weekend as we'll be on the air with the pregame shows 7 o'clock Friday night and 6:30 Saturday night. Fans can always watch the games on WCHA.tv and follow along on social media for complete game coverage. For the Michigan Tech Hockey Game Day Preview, I'm Dirk Hembroff. Go Huskies!